See, we got a lot of snow last night. Look at this. This is crazy. All right, so having some issues with the truck and also the tent. I want to go over the tent first. I've got holes in the floor just over the years of working with this thing. It's been 7 years winter camping in this, and over time it just wears down, and you know, the tent material can kind of get little holes in it. So the holes down there are letting water through, and it kind of also got the flooring wet that I have in here. So I think the tent is kind of on its last leg. We may be looking to getting like a canvas tent after this or something like that, because I've been talking about that. Also in the ceiling, if you see, let's see, where is it at? Well, you can't really tell. There's like little holes and stuff throughout the ceiling. Just over the years of setting it up and breaking it down, I think that what happened was, you know, just wear and tear. And then I want to show you on the exterior though, we've got plenty of snow. It was down to, I think negative, oh no, it was down to like single digits last night, and the temperature this morning, the wind chill was in the negatives. It was like -7, I think is what it was. What's up, Sierra Pumpkin? So lots of snow on here. I'm gonna leave the tent set up for now. I just want to try to get back to the ranch with my truck. I might just have to go to Flagstaff instead. So here's how we're looking from last night. It's really cold this morning. The wind chill is in the negatives right now. So we're packing up though to head out. We're gonna leave the tent deployed and probably come back tomorrow to try and get it. I am having some issues with my truck this morning. It seems that the ignition pack for cylinder number 6 isn't working properly. So it's just one thing after another with that damn truck. It makes me frustrated. But here's the tent. Definitely a frozen ice box today. And I've got to get out of here because my electric chainsaw stopped working. The battery that I have for it, it says that it's full, but it won't engage. And I've warmed it up and everything. It's a lithium-ion battery. I warmed it up. Still won't work. So we're going to go ahead and pack stuff up here. I want to show you the interior, though, of the tent here and show you few things that's wrong with it. Number one, the zipper won't zip anymore. So I think just over 7 years of using the zipping up and zipping down. I've had it repaired a couple times and it's just like it's on its last leg. It will hardly zip down. Another thing too is the floor is getting soaked now because I've got little pinholes all throughout the floor. You can see them, like, you know, actually that's a piece of tree. So that's it's kind of a bummer because I do love this tent, but I do plan to get something else that's even cooler. So, well, I'm going to keep an eye out for some really awesome tents. I got some ideas of different ones, and we'll see. But I think the focus going forward, though, is just get that truck squared away and make sure it's in working order, because I cannot go without that truck for another like 3.5 months like I did just now. It was just crazy. So we're gonna pack everything up that's in here, leave the stove, and then come back tomorrow to snag that. All right, so last night, given the fact that I was running out of wood and my chainsaw was malfunctioning, so I couldn't saw any more wood, and it got down to like -10 Fahrenheit, which is like what, -28 Celsius here last night. And so I bolted and went over to the ranch to go sleep, and then I came back this morning to go ahead and break everything down. Let's see how it's looking in here. Yeah, it's already starting to get pretty messy. How's this? That's not too bad. It's pretty damp here in the middle, but we can work with that. We'll set this back up when we get to the ranch, and we'll be good to go. So I'm gonna break down the tent or the stove real fast and the tent, and then get out of here because it's gonna start getting really messy. So let's do this. See ya, girl, come here. I got stove. All right, jamming on the tent here. We do have an iced in area. All the flaps here are iced in. So what I do is I just take this crowbar and you can pop it out. Just kind of go along like that on the side of it. And as long as you kind of break it like that, let's see if we can get it. Yeah. See, so that'll just kind of come out like that. And you just pull it along real slow. If you pull along real fast, you can rip it, which is what I did over here a while back. mud there. Whew. Lots of mud. Lots of mud. This is my chimney scraper, my DIY tool. All right, all packed up and ready to roll. You can see how messy it was over here. Let me grab this real quick. You see how messy it was, and that's the problem with the soil out here, is it gets real muddy like that when there's any sort of water hits it. So we're gonna go ahead, jam into town, get some water, and head back to the ranch. All right, heading out. We got everything set up, everything picked up from camp, and we're rocking and rolling. This snow is really mashed potatoey, but we got out. We only took about 45 minutes to break everything down with that, so that's good. But you know, going forward, I'm not too sure about that big tent. Just all the holes in the bottom, it's starting to have a lot of wear and tear, and the zipper on it doesn't work anymore, the front door zipper. So that's kind of annoying, and to be honest, I need to have a front door that zips up all the way, especially for animals in the middle of the night, because you know, coyotes could come around, Sierra could bounce out of the or walk out of the tent, and I don't want that. So I'm gonna look at a new tent today online, and probably make some calls in the morning, see what the availability looks like, and then probably just go ahead and retire this tent unless I can figure out a way to redo that, redo the zipper up front, and also repair the floor a little bit. But you know, it has so much condensation in it, and that's one of the things about it, is that it's a lighter weight tent for a 4-season tent. That's why I like it as one person. I can set it up and break it down myself. But the issue is that the condensation on the interior is just atrocious. So it makes more sense for me to get a canvas tent, and I've got a few in mind, so we'll make some calls in the morning, kind of see what we can come up with. But in the meantime, just gonna enjoy having that all packed up and knowing that when I get back to my place, I can just relax and chill out for the next couple of days. Okay, so when I got here last night, I just pulled everything out and threw it on the ground. There's tons of water in this thing. There's lots of snow on it too. So it's all frozen right now. Same with the rest of my gear over here. But we're gonna let it dry out today. Probably set things up. Gotta find like kind of an area that's already dried out here on the ranch, and then we can set things up. But it snowed a bunch here. It's been sunny for the last 2 days, but there's still holding snow on the ground. When I came here the other night, there was quite a bit of snow. It's starting to melt off a little bit. Gonna work on the shed this week and make sure that I can get that all squared away. Gonna try to see if I can get Ride Now to come out and grab that ATV again, because they didn't fix everything, and if not, I'm gonna have to just call a lawyer. I'm tired of dealing with them. But here's the shed. It's looking great, held up to the storm, no problem. I just put up like some temporary stuff on the side. I'm gonna take that down. And then same with right here. This was just a temporary deal up. I'm just gonna pop that off and make the window. But wait for everything to dry out, and then once it dries out, we'll get started with continue with the construction projects. Hey, Sierra girl, there you are. Let's go down here and go check out the truck camping spot. Hey, come on, so let's go down here and check out the spot. So this is the back side of the property. This holds a ton of snow because it's just in shade, and great for summertime, you know, residents, but not for the winter, because it takes so many more resources to keep this cold. I do have a game camera coming, and if you see here, we got tons of deer track. That's actually looks like elk. That's really big. It could be a big deer or small elk. But anyway, we've got tons of animal tracks that are always over in this area. And what I want to do is set one up down there on the rocks, because that's where the gray foxes come. In the morning time when I'm truck camping over here, the truck's set up literally right where I'm standing right here. You can look down, you can see the area where those rocks are, and the gray foxes come up there and chill for like 5 or 10 minutes in the morning. So I want to put a game camera up there, and then also one down the wash, and kind of see if there's what's walking through there. So check out this ice. That is solid. Woo! Still pretty chilly back over here on the backside. So get everything laid out for the sun. The tent has already started. It's almost dry already. It's gonna be really easy to get this stuff off here, because then this stuff doesn't soak in the material, and so it doesn't actually stain it. And so a little bit of a broom on there after it gets all, you know, dried up and everything and crusty, and we're gonna be back in business. The only thing is though, is that zipper on the front, you know, I've had it repaired like 4 times, and it's finally just on its last leg, and that's why I'm thinking like this tent's almost done. But you know, maybe I can think of a different system to use to like section off that roof, or the section off the main living portion, because you know, I've run the stove and got it all warmed up when I've got it completely open between the vestibule and the tent, but it just takes up a ton of wood, and I don't want to chew through too many resources Hopefully that wasn't on the screen there. So anyway, just gonna work on getting caught up on everything today, and also to get the batteries charged up. The AC 200p is right now, it's only at 6%. And then my AC, or the EB150, the both Bluetti batteries, the EB150 is at like, it's got a decent amount. I think it's like at 60%. So, but I want to get everything up to 100% today, and then cruise into this week. It's supposed to be super nice temperatures here at the ranch. I'm looking at like 50 today, 52 tomorrow. Wednesday is like 56, and then Thursday is 60. So I'll probably take out the new quad that I got from GoAZ. GoAZ up in Flagstaff, and meet up with Chad and also Josh and go trail riding again. So we'll see. What's up, girl? What you doing? Just playing in the snow over here. Oh, I'm just gonna stretch. All right, we're back at the ranch. I know. So nice to be here, just chilling. All right, so we've got everything laid out to dry it out with the sun. You can see here it's already jamming pretty good. Half of this is already dried out. It's only been sitting in the sun for like 10 minutes. Gotta love the Arizona sun, man. It's rather intense no matter what time of year. Vestibule's in good shape. I've only got one area where it's damaged on one of the flaps, and that was when I was pulling it up after one of the flaps was frozen and it tore it. So let's see. I think it's this one over here. Yeah, right there. But it's only a little bit. And I was amazed, like it tore down to here, and then it pulled the rest of the ice up, so that was pretty good. But what this is probably something, if you see I've got a few other marks here, this is probably from like, you know, I may have cut this area and then that was a weak point, and so when I was pulling it back, you know, it ripped there. But everything else is held up really well with the vestibule. It's just the main tent, you know, like especially around the zip out area for the stove. I mean, if you see here, you know, there's a ton of holes over the years. And that's me not using a tent floor or a stove mat for the floor underneath there. I just let it be on the ground. I liked it that way. I mean, I didn't really feel like using the stove mat, but I mean, obviously it would have saved that portion of the tent. But it's all good. We'll see what we can, see how much we can get cleaned up today.